Hi, I'm Jonas. I'm the musical director for Alan Walker, and we are here today in my studio in Oslo to show you what gear we use on stage. One of the main reasons I'm reworking the live set, Alan's live set, is because I want to give more control of the sound to the front of house engineer. Then the quality of the sound is really important, because you don't get a mastered mix, but you get individual really high quality tracks. On stage we run a lot of Midi everywhere, and the Roland gear all of it supports Midi in and out. That makes it really easy to make a playground for us. Alan can change the filter of my TR8, and yeah, it's really fun. Alan's live shows there's a lot of lasers and smoke and light. For example, the IRA aesthetics, I think they blend in really well, like spaceship-ish. First off, I'm going to show you the TR8. Basically, I use it as a drum module. I have a trigger on the bass drum and on the snare drum that goes through the SPD-SX, converts it to Midi, triggers the right sounds. While we play, I usually change like the decay of the kick, the tuning of the snare drum. And since I'm triggering the kick and the snare, it's a really cool feature that I can route those out on separate outputs, because we use the kick drum to sidechain the whole mix. And that's really cool because I can control the sidechain kind of with the decay on the kick drum. Next up, the SPD-SX. It carries all the vocal chops, usually. So I have one patch per song. I have two triggers in here from the kick and the snare, and they are converted to the right Midi channel and the right Midi note in the SPD and sent out to my Midi network. The System 1. When I started working with this one, I was constantly having like this, wow, cool, that with all the things you can do. I think if we had like 10 of these, that could produce all the sounds that we would need. This is Alan's area, and we do most of the top line, like the plucky, the lead sounds with this one. It was really easy to make that exactly like the studio version. I send a lot of Midi from my DAW into this gear via wireless Midi over here. For example, if there's some intricate or big chords going on, Alan can be the producer he is. So it's a really cool way to regain the control over the tracks, and that's really flexible with this fantastic synthesizer. This is the A500 Pro. It basically sends Midi to the Midi environment on stage. I have labeled all the instruments with a channel number. So Alan can choose, for example, channel 7, which is this one, and play. So the controller we use just to control all the synths on stage. Then we have the JP08. My favorite patch, I think, is the 63, where you get the... yeah, sounds so cool. On stage we are 3 people, 3 musicians, Alan, me and Veronica. This is Veronica's area. She does a lot of the bass features in the songs. And then we alternate between the TB3. And she also has a JP08. So we alternate between the patch 63 that I showed you for bass sounds, and also the TB3. So the TB3 is played by the Midi keyboard, and is also part of the Midi network I set up, so I can control it from my computer, or Alan can play it with his keyboards. Okay, next up the JX03. So far we use it for like brass sounds. And of course we can tweak it while we play, so we're having fun on stage.